Welcome back to Etc. Podcast. I'm your host, Victor Loma, my co-host, Mark. Mark, how you doing on this wonderful, happy, no stress whatsoever? What day is it? Thursday.
Yeah, so we're just gonna play the Lion game today. I'm doing fantastic.
Great.
Yeah,
That's what I love to hear, bro.
I'm doing great. Not stressed at all.
You
Just
look
here.
great.
Thanks, man. Thanks, and so do you. So do you.
Thank
Love
you.
the Scully.
Thank you. Polo bear.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's
things.
cold out. Apparently, it's snowing.
Yeah, it did snow earlier today, and I was surprised because I think I checked the weather at some point during this week, and I was like, "Oh, great, no more snow."
Yeah.
And it feels cold, but there's no snow, so I was like, "Great." Literally coming to work, it was around I think it was maybe around noon or 1, whatever. Just look out the window, and I'm just like, "Wow, okay."
Yeah, I saw
Mother
some
Nature.
flurries, but it wasn't sticking. And then Q just texted me while we were getting ready. He was like, "Yo, I just drifted mad hard," and I'm like,
Yeah, so around in my area at work, it was actually snowing, and it wasn't sticking like crazy. The whole floor wasn't covered, but there were certain parts where it was a good amount of snow that was sticking. And then actually, first of all, I came straight here from work. Traffic was so bad that it was an hour and 15 hour and 20. So I literally came from work straight here. But on 76 at some point, there was no accident, first of all. And I was just like, why is it this bad? But it might have been before, because there was at a certain point where you literally couldn't see, there was no snow on the ground, but you were sliding. So therefore it is black ice.
Black ice.
And
it
I
robbed you of your balance.
Yeah, exactly. And I was actually confused. I was just because you could feel it when you're driving. You just out of nowhere, you just kind of feel this little jerk, and you're just like, what the heck? So I was confused. I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, I literally see no snow. How is this happening? And I'm like, wow, are you serious? It's actually that little bit of snow somehow created freaking ice, and I just didn't even think about anything of it. So I'm that's
Q's birthday. I was sliding.
Oh yeah.
When we went home from the game. I was taking that drive home.
Oh yeah, no, that was terrible.
I was swerve on
that
corner.
was terrible. I went down streets that it was a one way because I couldn't go up any other street because some of them had hills, and I'm like, I can't make it up this.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm seeing other people trying, and they're just this, a whole horizontal.
Mind you, I was in my mom's car.
Yeah,
my job would have
true.
been. I would have never made it home.
Yeah, so I was that day. I was going down streets I wasn't supposed to, and other people were following too because they're like, bro, it's impossible. There's no way to get around this. But yeah, that day was crazy. But yeah, coming home or coming here, I realized that it wasn't for a long period of time. It was for maybe about a mile though. It was just that, and I was like, dang, this is actually kind of scary. So I guess I could see why people why there was so much traffic. But anyway, enough about the weather. We're not the news.
So much good stuff. Good news.
Yeah.
Happy times.
Yeah, happy times.
ASAP Rocky not doing prison time.
True.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I was a little confused at first because I didn't read into it. Was the whole case because somebody else in his group basically told him or something like that? It was ASAP somebody else. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
I'm not sure. I know it was an assault charge with a weapon, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how big of a fan of ASAP Rocky you are.
I'm a fan of him. I'm not crazy though, but
Okay.
I like his music. I'm not gonna say he's bad.
No. I enjoy his music, and I also for the most part follow him outside of his music as well. For a hot minute, because Long Live ASAP and all those projects before that, I've been following him. He's been drawn for a real long time. He got
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, he got too much money to be acting how he used to be acting.
True.
I don't know
what you mean.
There's Augie tapes, which I don't know. Augie is his video production stuff.
Okay.
He usually wears hats. They'll say AWGE. That's his thing.
Okay.
There used to be Augie tapes. They used to be them walking around New York and stuff, and it'll be him freestyling in New York with other rappers. It'd be Made in Tokyo. I don't know if you remember Uber Everywhere.
Yeah.
And he used to be Playboy Cardi, because Playboy Cardi used to want to be a part of ASAP, and that was another thing. He used to be little bro kind of. So
Gotcha.
early Playboy days, he was a part of that.
That's
and
what
there's
that was.
videos back in the day of them doing those takes, but also walking around. They used to be getting into fights, and he used to on video rock the shit out of people. ASAP rock the shit out of people.
He's just a troublemaker.
And mind you, this is he's many hits into the game. He's on second or third album at this point. This isn't still early days. This new guy, Lord Pretty Flacco Jody, new ASAP. This is we know who ASAP is. He's been in the game for a minute, and he's still getting into fist fights.
Say Lamborghini high.
Yeah, this is post Lamborghini high. To put it into perspective, crazy. So that was like crazy to see. So like so like he's been fighting cases for a minute for like stuff like that, or like it could be like 10 years behind. He's still fighting cases on it. So then he also had this on tape of like him clearly being with it, like. I mean, it could be like you said, somebody like
I was reading something like, and it was saying something about how like this other person who had ASAP in their name was saying how he came out saying something like, oh yeah, like something about like snitching or something like having drama on your name or something like that. I don't know. Then I saw something out a little bit later, which Tyler the creator. Yeah, he was like saying like just how happy he was that he didn't, he was found out guilty and stuff like that. Then that's kind of when I was thinking when I saw that post about like, I was just like, dang, like they've really been boys for like a minute. Cause like he was saying how he was like, bro, like that's like my bro. Like we literally like in a sense like just known each other for so long. And I was just thinking like, dang, it's crazy how like we've known them since to the point of being like in middle school essentially. And I'm just like, dang, to be able to like, not so much like be famous, but just like to be in that kind of realm of just like, starting up in a sense. Together. And it's just like, dang, like it would be crazy if out of nowhere you just hear your boys like, yo, he might go to prison. It's just like, that's just wild. So
for some shit he did like.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just thinking like, because they also, they did the cover for the one Kanye song. What the F right now? Yeah. And I seen that video, and that John was like amazing. I love that John. Yeah,
bro, they bodied it.
Yeah, that John was amazing. So,
they got potato salad together.
Yeah, so it was just cool, like how he was just supporting him, but also just again to realize how long they've been like knowing each other and stuff like that.
I thought you were gonna say it's crazy that he wasn't making jokes about it.
I mean, like, he is usually the first one to
like. That's how you know how serious it was.
There was a time, didn't he? Like he made some joke about something, or maybe he like made a joke saying. Because I don't know who was the first person to put it about A$AP Rocky looking like the little girl from the Polar Express.
Yeah, he makes jokes with A$AP all the time. Like, they've been on each other. I'm saying about this particular moment.
Yeah.
Because that's how you know how serious it was. Because if Tyler's being like, yo, thank God he's okay.
True,
instead of being like, like they would have been playing an A$AP's booty or some shit like that. Like that's some shit
he probably saying it now. Like now that he's free, he's probably
like that's the private text. Like he was like, yo,
yeah. He was like, bro. In public, I was like showing how really scared I was, but like deep down, I was really ready to send you this text.
Because they're really cool and like, because he be saying some drama shit and like A$AP be mad, but he's like, that's my like. I know that's how he's just
exactly.
Troll.
Yeah.
What was the one video? I don't know if you ever seen. They like in a 7-Eleven. And this isn't like old. This is like 5 years ago.
Remind me of the other song.
What?
The corner store John.
Is
it okay? Yeah. It's the beginning. That's why, because that John's so long for no reason. But yeah.
But no, they like in a 7-Eleven or like a convenience store, and he's like, oh, like he's like, we be cuddling and watching like DVDs, and A$AP was like, I don't do that. He's like, I know you don't do that. I do that. He's like, I be looking at his braids like,
Yo, that'd be wild, bro. To have that person near you all the time. Whenever you're doing interviews, he's just like, bro, please, don't say anything. Like, just let it rock, bro.
I would love to see how like him and Rihanna react.
Yeah.
Because like he be drawn and then like Rihanna just be mad chill.
I feel like he would get under her skin probably a little bit. Or they'll like little together, they'll like kind of bit on A$AP themselves, and he'll be like, yo,
she probably be like,
yeah, exactly,
like, yo, not in front of my girl, man. I was like, yo, what you mean?
Yeah, right.
But no, so he's not going to jail, thankfully. That whole court case was mad weird. Like even before they found out that he was non-guilty or whatever. I don't know if you like been keeping up with it at all, but the judge or like I don't know if they switched judges, but the judge was basically like made a comment about his mom being like, yo, like your mom bad as shit. Not those exact words, but he was just like, oh, your mom is like making comments about her appearance and stuff like that, like during the court case.
Yeah, that's weird. Then he getting a little too risky.
And then like the defendant and the plaintiff, like they was like arguing, like not like court arguing, like they was like, yo, I'm about to fuck you up, like type arguing.
Like say one more thing.
Yeah, like it was like he started like walking over to the side. I was like, whoa, like let's take it, like recess, whatever they call it.
Jerry comes out, Jerry.
So yeah, apparently it was a video. It's crazy that he got no time, like non-guilty, no time, no nothing. I feel like,
but wasn't it also the same attorney that Young Thug?
I don't think so.
I thought it was.
I saw a woman.
Was it
for A$AP? I saw he's like after he found out non-guilty, he hugged this white woman, this blonde white woman. So
I could have
sworn it was tackled Rihanna. I don't know if you saw that video.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I gotta show you that shit.
That's wild.
He like, I mean,
they
honestly,
opened up another case as soon as
no, honestly, valid though, because imagine you're ASAP Rocky, right? You got like, you're not considered one of the best in the game, but you got a respectable rap career. You got a couple of decent albums.
No, yeah.
You like, in terms of like where he's from, he put New York back into relevance, like at that time.
Yeah.
With like him and Ferg and like his ASAP Mob is probably one of the like most prolific groups that come out of hip hop in a minute. And you know, you got your modeling stuff on the side. You done some like acting at some point. You know, you bag Rihanna, you get her pregnant. Like she you. Not only do you bag Rihanna, she don't break up with you.
True. And then
you have like
for being who you are too. Because again, like you said, he's not like one of the best, but like you would have expected maybe somebody else probably of like, I don't know, more popularity probably to probably give Rihanna.
She tried that with Drake and then
no, you're right, exactly. But when you see something with Drake, you're just like, okay, then most likely it must be somebody around that same kind of like. But not saying A$AP Rocky's not good, but it's just like, I don't know. He seems to be a very like low key person too, in a sense. So then like to see that out of nowhere, you're just like,
that's part of the appeal.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, she was dating like billionaires before that, and like that didn't work out. So, but yeah, so like he bags her, and not only that, but she don't leave him. They have 2 kids together. I think they're having a third, if not fourth. I don't know. I've lost count. He be making sure he be keeping her pregnant.
He's doing what Kanye should have done.
Which honestly,
you know
what you mean?
Like I feel like their relationship with Kim, like Kanye and Kim, and I felt like him having kids with her, and then it all just kind of felt like it was getting really out of like, I don't know. I just felt like to me it was getting a little out of whack with just how things were going.
When he just stopped having kids?
No, not stop having kids. Just I feel like he, in a sense, isn't. Well, I don't want to say this because he's not Kanye. So it's like just how Kanye's personality is. I feel like is what I'm really trying to probably end up gearing towards. But yeah, he's a good dad. Let's just keep it at that. Yeah.
ASAP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got their kids. So you got all that going for you, and then you find out you might be in not like jail for 12 years. You got 2 toddlers and a new one coming, and it's Rihanna, and you're gonna be away from Rihanna for 12 years, and you find out you're not gonna be away from Rihanna for 12 years.
Yeah, that is a big.
I'm tackling her too, bro. Yeah. What you mean? And I'm putting another one in her. She could be pregnant. Like, I'm gonna find out a way.
No, yeah, I think definitely that's something to be super happy about. But yeah, it is crazy because again, like you said, having like young kids like that too, and then something like that happens, like you're basically not going to see them till they're like teenagers.
Exactly, bro. Like that's crazy.
It's a wild thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the video real quick. Damn. That's the lawyer lady, and he just he just goes for it.
I can't even see where she's at.
She's sitting down. And there she go right there, like patting his head. But yeah, everybody's all happy and shit. But yeah, bro, it's wild. Also, their story is kind of crazy too. Like, I don't know how much you remember of any of this, but early on, like, you know, they got the song Fashion Killer together. So like when he was first starting out, and like there was the VMAs when actually they were like worth watching. Rihanna performed one of her songs that he has a feature on. I forget the name of it, but it's like yep. I don't know if you remember. I gotta play. It's like fuck my cockiness, lick my persuasion. No, you don't remember that? You're the worst person to do this to right now. I feel like I gotta play it for you. But they performed that at the VMAs, and like they weren't together or nothing. They're performing the song, but like after the song's done, he just grips her butt like very like mad hard, like very like maybe. You could tell like she just wasn't ready for it.
I guess either they were secretly talking, but no one knew.
I got. Hold on.
Okay,
yeah. So she performed that, and he like after all that, he just like gripped her up, and I'm like, whoa, like they probably gonna come after you ASAP, but you know that happened.
Drake.
And then they were together. I think they were like together or like newly. I don't know, something like that. Like they were like it was known that they were dating, and like a sex tape came out of ASAP on like Twitter one day. And like she still stayed, which like I feel like Rihanna's the type that she's like no nonsense, like unless you already knew about it prior. So that's wild. At least he's not going to jail. And like the minute he found out he's not going to jail, he announced his album's coming out on March 7th. Which I'm excited for because after testing, it's been like I don't even know how long maybe like 5 or 6 years since he last dropped a full album. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. His lawyers probably like, yo, don't announce nothing, don't drop nothing, because I don't know if you got a lyric in there. It's like, oh, like, yeah, I shot him, and it's like, all right.
Well, they can't use that anyways.
I know, but still, like, while it's ongoing, like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
You don't want to give anything that's leaning towards that direction, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, happy for him. Just try more music, man. Like, I will say before we move on to the next topic, like, I feel like I always thought if I were to have like a music career, right, and I had an album, and I'm like, yo, I want a strong feature, I would look for ASAP, because like there's so many times where you hear his song, like the way he enters a song be so hard. Yeah. Like I don't know if you like New Choppa. I play with Cardi, the way he comes into that song, like, yo, like he got your money's worth off
that's
rip.
True, yeah,
like
that's true,
just the energy he'll bring to a song. So I'm like,
he definitely has a good feature for that.
Yeah. So I was not trying to hear like albums recorded over a cell phone call and shit. I remember that was a thing like back in the day. I'm not trying to I think Thug did that.
Yeah.
So he's out, right? He's like on probation. He just can't.
I think so. Yeah.
He just can't like just say anything incriminating.
Yeah,
or
he
like
just can't do what
associate
he wants
with anybody.
Yeah, right now he just is like
he has to do like one concert per year, like promoting like non-gun violence or something like that. That was like a part of his thing. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It was a bunch of like.
I mean, that's not that hard, I guess.
Yeah, he basically just can't leave. I think he can't leave the country. Can't go to like certain cities, because like of the connections that like his gang had to it. And like he has to do like, I don't know if it was one or like more than one, but like per year he has to be like, yo, like don't do drugs, like don't buy guns. Like,
he's gonna be in the DARE program.
I'm out. Yeah, basically, like I hope he sticks to it, because it'd be really stupid for him.
Yeah.
You would think it's easy, but like I remember Meek was like not allowed to leave Philly, and he just kept leaving Philly for like the longest time. He kept like getting locked up.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I guess when you got money, you're just like,
that's another person that's like, you too famous and rich to be acting the way you act.
When you said that, I literally thought of Meek Mill, because we talk about that all the time, about how he still talks about he's in the trenches.
He's just too Philly.
And like, you're just like,
let it go, bro.
Yeah,
like you've gone to like 8 Michael Rubin parties, all white parties in the Hamptons. Like, you out, bro. Yeah. You have no reason to be there anymore. You have enough money to everybody that you care about that's still in the hood to like get them out and get them a job. Yeah. Not a mansion, but you could move them to somewhere chill and quiet and like, you could just handle this part of my business.
Exactly.
No reason to stick to it. Nobody selling drugs or in the hood like hustling like that wants to be there. It's all based on necessity and like wanting to get money to get out of there.
Exactly.
So you out. Why are you trying to like? Is that? I mean, I've assumed because like it's your only identity in rap.
The idea is that you can't take the hood out of me. That's just, I guess, what he thinks.
Yeah, but you could take yourself out the hood.
Exactly. He did that.
You could still be a tough bull. But you just don't gotta be there.
He feels like as if he leaves, somebody else is gonna probably take over his spot, and that's what that's just what he probably thinks. And he's like, no, I have to represent myself here. And it's like,
cool, bro. They make the wrong people famous.
It's like
I remember Flamers and all that. I've Dream Chasers. I've been here for all of that. Yeah. But like, somebody need to be in your ear, be like, bro, relax.
It's when he starts getting a little bit older now. He's just like, I don't know. Maybe he's like aging way too fast for himself, and he's just like, I don't care. I'll do what I want. And
multiple
it's like,
kids. I had someone follow him on Twitter. I talked about this before. He'll go on Twitter and be like, yo, I need a good masseuse. Somebody hook me up. Like, bro, you got infinite resource and network, bro. You don't got to go to Twitter and ask for this.
He
like,
just wants the clout, bro.
Anybody who would know, you could just text them.
Yeah, he wants to just be able to talk to people, and I don't know. Maybe that's just the way he operates.
Make good albums again, bro. Worry about that.
Yeah.
His last joint, I can't name one song off it.
My diamonds blue. You know that song?
Bro, that's a mixtape.
I know, bro. But that's
I'll see you too. Times too. I'll be getting money in the night.
That joint was lit, bro. That was a good time. What was the song you were showing me yesterday? Not yesterday, last time you were playing on your phone. It was one of them old songs that we used to listen to when we were growing up. You had it on your phone.
Pop Bottles?
Yeah.
He's not on that.
I know, but it was just like that's like, old time. Yeah. Yo, that job was lit, bro.
And then the beat, it's like a cool minute 30. You don't hear the beat drop, and then it hits you, bro.
Yo,
I want to see you dance,
bro. Because like little segue, like back at the Eagles parade, like they had DJ Diamond Cuz, and she started just playing that old, just like radio. Like,
I thought you were about to say she played that.
No. But just like she was playing that old, like, you know, that hip hop, like on the radio, it's Friday night, and he's just playing that, like,
Keep
circle.
it going.
Yeah, he just, like, basically just make a circle, just start getting that jump set. Yo, I was like, bro, oh, man, it brought me back low key. There was John crazy.
I saw, like, there was videos on TikTok, and there was, like, everybody tanging, right? And, like, obviously, like, the video, like you're saying, you saw it happening. There was like a bunch of videos of white bulls doing it, and they were like doing it well, like they was killing it. Like you could tell they from Philly, and people on TikTok like, yo, does everybody from Philly know how to tang? It's like all these white bulls just like It
was literally to a point where it's like that was the only dance. So it's like, what else are you gonna do? You just might as well learn, and it's not necessarily hard. It just
hanging. D-Mac, and then there was Jersey dances.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
it's not necessarily hard. You just got to make sure you look good and you just have a good flow. Yeah. Yo, that's just wild. That John's wild.
It's just so much like Baltimore club music, Jersey music, Philly shit. Like,
yeah. Like it was so funny because it wasn't this year. It was probably like a year and a half ago or whatever, maybe a year now. I was just like talking with Emily, and she didn't. I told her, I was like, bro, you don't know about the Nike man, bro.
I was about to say, she don't know nothing about Baltimore club music. Bro, she don't know nothing about like
I told her, I was like, she didn't know who DJ Diamond Cuts was.
I mean,
and she was like, because after we were leaving the parade, I was like, bro, like it was so crazy.
You're like, you don't understand who.
I literally was trying to put it in her head, but she couldn't, like, you know her, she just couldn't figure it out. But I'm like, bro, you don't understand. Like literally, I was like, every like Friday night, she was literally on the radio, Saturday, like Friday, Saturday, literally promoting, like going to the club, like blasting that like hip hop music.
Like she know like New York Hot 97, like,
bro, yeah, like,
that's our Hot 97,
exactly. Like it was insane.
98.9, like DJ Diamond Cuts.
Yeah,
it's like 6 o'clock. Everybody driving home.
Yep.
And they trying to get you hyped.
Exactly. Meanwhile, I'm over here just getting out of middle school, and I'm just still like, hey. Like it made no sense, bro. But I was hyped.
Yeah, she Philly royalty, bro. Most people don't know what she look like, but they know what she sound like.
True. Yeah.
That's all that matter. Yeah,
let's go.
Let's keep it going.
Yo, I'm like, bro, why does she sound like this, bro?
But yeah, bro. If there's any DJ that really put on from here, that sound, bro.
So random.
That and DJ
bro.
Touch Tone, bro. I can't see shit.
I can't see the most randomest stuff, bro.
That's crazy. That's really crazy though, bro. I remember. So like the last few times that I went to like travel and shit, like they'd be like, obviously you have TikTok and you'd be like, oh, like American TikTok and like the shit. That's like, is this real? Whatever people ask you, and then they'd be like, oh, like I love this type of music, and it'd be like a Jersey beat, and I'd be like, that's Jersey. Like she's like, I don't understand. Like that you hear that kind of like beat that you hearing, like that's Jersey, and there'd be like other artists like in other parts of the world they take that sound. I'm like, that's a Jersey beat. And they're like, oh, like Lil Uzi's from Philly. I'm like, yo, he literally says it in like any other song, or like Meek Mill, like he'll say it in any other song. How you not know that? But it's just crazy to think about. Like, there's people that don't know that stuff. Like, they have no idea who DJ Diamond Cuts is.
Yeah,
Nike Man.
Like, I was showing her that, John, and she was like, "What are you talking about, Nike Man?" I was like, "Bro, come on, your boy, tell you already know. Let's go out the phone." Yo, that John was lit, bro. I don't care. Like, and that John was like for a whole 2 minutes, but it was the same thing.
I honestly, I want to do like a tier list or like a rank of like those songs. Cause like, what's the other ones like? Don't make me kill somebody. Here or the
I remember that, John.
Or the Sesame Street John.
Yeah,
the remix, or like watch out for the big girl. Watch out for the big girl.
You won't know it, but I remember, this is why it's so long ago, back on the Xbox where it had LimeWire and you were downloading stuff, bro. Somebody made a cover, basically same type beat and everything, but they used a sample from Boondocks of the one episode where the bull was blind and he stepped on the grandpa's new shoes. You don't remember that episode?
I'm trying to think about how you made this into a song.
So there was a point where he was saying, he was like, what did he say? He was basically saying,
how's the song go?
It's like, now that I'm saying it, I'm literally like blanking right now.
Is it Jersey or Baltimore? Like,
it was, I want to say it was probably Baltimore. Yeah, it was Baltimore. And he was like, I'm backing in your car. Nah.
That's not it?
It was the bull. It was the bull who was blind. Like I said, I don't think you'll find it, but I remember having that John on there. John was so funny.
Is this it?
No.
I don't think it exists, bro. I think this is just a you thing.
No, I'm telling you, it existed, but it was one of those things. Yeah. I don't know if it. That wasn't it. I promise you won't find it. You won't find it. Like I said, you won't find it.
Dig up your Xbox.
But that John was so funny, bro. Because again, they just had all this stuff that you find anything that was funny or whatever, and you just put that John behind a beat. Like, it was just ridiculous, bro.
Bro, what a time. And that's shit, like, it's crazy to think. Like, she don't even live that far from Philly, but like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That whole era.
That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes she like I try to get her to understand, but she doesn't deepen how like that really affected so
that
much.
Shaped our childhood.
Yeah, like for no reason, because it shouldn't have, but it did.
Oh my God, bro.
Bro.
Just a crazy ass time, bro. That's not even what I want to talk about. That just sidetracked me 100%, but
bro.
Amazing time.
Growing up, man, I tell you, it was, like I say, I would always say I feel like we grew up in the perfect time period.
Yeah, bro.
Just with like games, toys, everything was just developing at its peak in the point we were growing up.
And we were tapped into a lot of it. Because like there are people who are listening, discovering a lot of things for the first time, like in their 20s, bro. Like we were like in early middle school, like tapped into every mixtape, every artist, anybody who was coming up, like we knew about all of that shit.
Yeah, and I think it just stems from also just growing up in the city.
Yeah.
I feel like it really does, because I understand now, like being older, how much just living in a city really, really affects the stuff that you take
how
in.
you shape.
Yeah, because like you grow up literally anywhere outside of it, you're just not near, I'm not going to say drama, but you're just not near some of that stuff.
You don't got your ear to the streets.
There you go. Yeah. You don't see things developing. You don't hear the stories. You don't see that, it's just like you're not getting any taste of that.
I feel like you're in a small town. You just in that bubble of small town.
Yeah. And I think like now it's just a little bit different because you have social media, obviously. Yeah. So you're going to be able to see stuff. But back then, living that as a kid, it's like it's hard to really like understand how that just like shapes you and just like it's basically burning in your memory of just like, yo, like I remember that, and to have that experience at such a young age, it's like it's a totally different experience than you experiencing now watching through a phone. Because I was like, during the parade, like I said, when DJ Diamond Cuts came out, and we were hearing some of those Johns, one of my friends from church, he was just like, yo, I remember hearing this John at the roller skate. I was like, Jams? And he was like, yeah, bro, we dabbed up, bro. I was like, bro, you don't understand, bro.
Like Jams, Rolling Thunder.
Oh my gosh.
John had like 8 names throughout the time.
Facts. And it's just a whole bunch of roller skating, but the whole other 50% of it is just a bunch of dudes going there for one reason. That's either to just try to dance with a girl or just have a whole dance battle with any single person in there. You have your whole little like crew and another crew, and that's literally all it was. And I had no business being in there because I was even younger for even being in there, and I was just following around my brother and his friends, just like going in there, and there was no reason for it. But yeah, growing up, man, here,
crazy.
It was great. As much as we, have bad talk about Philly, growing up here,
you gotta have like, we all notice all the little shit too. We need to bring back roller skating as being like a popular activity, bro.
I enjoy it. It's just nowadays,
like done well,
Yeah, it's like the buildings either always like super old and it just kind of looks trashy. And then then it's like either that or you have like the outdoor ones, but it's again like at a place where it's like super packed, and it's just kind of one of those like, oh, you just go there because it's the only place you can really think of, and it's like, nah, bro, we need to bring back places that like it's authentic a little bit.
I think COVID kind of messed that up a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so too. Yeah,
and if it's not a big culture around, because it used to be like a big culture around here, but I feel like southern areas also make that like a big thing. So like Atlanta has like a big like roller skating type culture. Like you see like the place would be filled with adults, not like a kid's birthday party. Like they go there and like that's what they do.
They said, honey,
and they play like
this Saturday night we going roller skating,
and it'll be like it'll be like a nice like good music playing, like shit that like people want, and like since they do it so often, it's fun for them to do that and like dance and whatever. So it's still live, but like I don't like, is Jam still up and running?
I have no idea. I mean, like I said, it's Rolling Thunder, and Palace was the place I would go to after like Jams, because I felt that at one point Jams closed down before they opened up. So
had a bunch of friends.
I remember the Palace was a place too. I don't remember the last time I actually roller skated at the Palace. To be honest, I don't even remember the last time I roller skated.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it was down Penn's Landing. I think
Right.
it was there, but yeah. Roller skating to me is fun. I love it more than ice skating, and because I only ice skated like once or twice. But again, one of those things where I take it from my childhood, and that's why I love it so much. And I'm just like, bro, roller skating just be feeling like you just gliding, bro.
Yeah.
And then seeing all the bulls that
Actually,
are pros
like,
and they be doing the
crazy
whole
shit.
backwards, just going about their day. I'm like, yo, you doing too much, but you smooth with it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it go. You know.
So like we got pickleball now, we got these karaoke nights, and we got
Karaoke,
bowling.
yeah. Bowling will never die.
Yeah.
It's such an upset when you go, you play, and realize after the first game, you're just like, why did I come here? Like, why did I spend my money on this? I could have just
You gotta get, like,
opened
lit or
up. I
something.
could have just dusted off the Wii and just, you know, because that's basically what I did. You know, I just kind of walked up, didn't care, or maybe I did care, but I'm probably playing with a bunch of other people who
That
probably
don't
don't care. So it's like,
Y'all gotta all be equally like
yeah, otherwise it
into it.
just feels like it's just a waste of time sometimes.
But, yeah, so like you see all these theme nights at clubs and like all this stuff. You gotta bring that back.
Yeah.
Bring back the adult roller skating.
True, adult roller skating. Yeah, that'd be pretty vibey.
Yeah, but going back to court, right? I want to circle back on this one because we tailed off a little bit. There's one thing I want to touch on before we leave. Did you see the whole Delta Airlines flight flip?
Yeah,
Shit was wild.
wasn't
Did you see
it Arizona?
It was landing in Arizona.
Yeah.
Or no, I think it left from Arizona
Oh, okay.
because it was snowing when it landed.
So it landed, but landing was
Oh, you haven't seen it?
no.
Oh.
I heard about it, but I didn't see like. That's why I wasn't sure. Like, was it in Arizona or?
I think it. Damn, I gotta find it now. I think it left from Arizona or something like that. It landed in Toronto, I think. Yeah, Toronto plane crash.
Okay.
And then there's an angle from a pilot who was in another plane who saw it land. And it's kind of wild. So I'm gonna play this brief John for you. So it flipped over. And completely is upside down.
Question: is there any deaths?
Nope, everybody survived.
Thank God.
And then there's another angle, which I don't know if I'll be able to find it that soon. Oh, here it is. The flight attendant just grips that lady's ass as she's coming out of it. First off,
ASAP Rocky.
basically, and then they're like telling them like, "Oh, like put your phones away," and I'm like, "F
Why?
out of here."
Why, out of all the things, you're telling me to put my phone away? I nearly died, and
Yeah,
your
like-
first thing to worry about with me is, oh, put your
I'm-
phone away.
I'm grabbing evidence. Like, get out of here.
I'm gonna get my free year-round
Yeah.
flights. Like, what
So-
are you talking about?
So that was what happened. No, I think one person had to get airlifted to the hospital. Which, side note, crazy. Imagine you on a flight, right?
Mm.
You land and it flips. You get so injured that you have to go up into the air again
Yeah, true.
to get to where you need to go to get help. So nobody died, but there were injuries.
Yeah,
I think it was like 18 injuries.
I would expect, yeah.
But they completely flipped upside down.
That's just insane.
Wild. And then you're gonna tell me not to get my phone. I get there were people like grabbing bags and they're like, yo, like leave your bags. Like
True, that makes sense.
like
yeah.
this, like we don't know what's going. Like we just flipped. This could blow up. Like you need to move, like
Yeah.
right now. So don't worry about your freaking bag. Like we'll get that later if need be.
Yeah.
But the phone thing, like I am absolutely vlogging this experience right now. I need to show this to my lawyer, like
yeah, true.
immediately.
Yeah.
So that was wild. And then I'm assuming since you didn't see the video, you haven't seen anything development wise afterwards. They offered each passenger, Delta Airlines offered each
Oh, wasn't it 30,000?
30,000
Yeah,
per passenger, no strings attached.
I saw somebody say you gotta add a few more zeros to that.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, first question, would you take it? Yes or no?
I would ask for more. I'm not gonna lie. 30,000, yeah, it seems okay for somebody who probably like, I don't know. If I'm thinking like somebody who's never seen that amount of money in
Mhm.
their account, you might think like, okay, yeah, like of course I'll take that without first glance. You know, like I'll just take it. But when you really think about it, you're just like, in my head, the first thing I would think, again, knowing how it is, I'm like, you really mean to tell me like 30,000 is all y'all can like dig up out of this? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking at you, I'm looking at the person telling me, I'm looking at the person telling me that, and I'm just thinking like, is that really all you can like Delta? Like I feel like I'm talking to the Delta like CEO, like that's it. Like that's all you can give me. Like that's where I will really be negotiating. Like, you serious?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
if Delta Airlines is if offering you, they're comfortable giving you $30,000.
Yeah.
That means that it's because if they didn't offer you this,
Yeah.
there's a chance that they could lose
Everything.
a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more than 30,000.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they're talking about no strings attached. F out of here. Get out of my face with that. Because I know they ain't got no basic lawyers. So I know they could say no strings attached. They said that you could take 30,000, no strings attached, and you could still sue after the fact. If that is not a trap, I don't know what is.
Yeah, we'll give you the 30,000 and then we'll take it right back after you go.
Not even that. It's just like, oh, we go to court and they're like, oh, but you took this payment from them. This means that X, Y, and Z no longer applies. Like I don't know law, but I know that there was some reason why they went about it that way.
Yeah. They
got lawyers. It's a billion dollar company.
Mm-hmm.
I know somewhere in there they know what they're doing with that situation.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm not touching that 30 grand for shiznit.
Yeah.
I am calling whatever lawyer, and I don't care. Like, I already know I have a case / could also win the case. I'm emptying whatever money I have to get the best lawyer I got. Okay, because I won't have by the end of it I won't have to work for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
A plane flipped, and I lived to tell the tale.
And I was told I couldn't take my phone.
And I couldn't take my phone out, and this lady grabbed my ass.
Oh, you best believe I'm gonna get something out of that.
Yeah. So tripping. I
don't even care about the plane.
I'm not taking.
Why did she grip me?
I'm not taking a dime. Honestly, I was fully ready for them to be like, oh, technically, because of X, Y, and Z, like we don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Kind of like I remember we talked about while Disney, like some lady ate some food and she like passed away after she asked them if that ingredient was in there because she's allergic.
They told her no.
And then they died, and then they're like, yeah, since you own Disney Plus, like you can't sue us. That's exactly what I'm thinking with this $30,000 thing. Where it's like the minute you take this payment, something you already like you give up the right to do.
Once you listened to the instructional video getting onto the plane,
yeah, like
you knew that whatever happens on this plane.
I know that there's some workaround where if you take that money like that, you forfeit the right to X amount of money or something.
Once you took the cookies,
yeah, like as soon as you ripped the wrapper of that bisque off, you were fucked.
That was it. You signed your life to it.
Yeah, you actually owe us money.
If anything, you owe us money.
So yeah, that's why I would not touch a single dime of that. Crazy, bro. A part of me is like, okay, yeah, the whole like Trump fired FAA employees. That's a big no-no. Like that sucks. And like a lot of news has come around plane crashes, whether they be commercial or just private ones. A part of me feels like I'm mixed between, is this one of those situations where like, since it's a hot topic, every plane malfunction is just going to get blasted in front of you on the news. And it's like, is it really as like an increase of crashes than I would think?
Yeah.
I will say, in my 26 years of living in this area, I have never seen a plane nosedive onto the boulevard in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, saying that sentence, I don't think anybody would have.
So I would say that there definitely is a tie-in between what Trump did and what's going on right now. I'm just confused because I saw I think there was another one in Arizona. It was a private one where like two planes hit each other and they fell into a ditch or something like that. And there was another plane where like they were already they both landed safely, but they were driving on the tarmac and they crashed into each other like a car accident. So like, I know there's a tie. I just don't know how much tie-in is to all of this. Still to say, it's still a reason I bring that up is because like, I don't know if I should be afraid to fly or not. And I've seen other people who work on planes and like stewardesses and like flight attendants be like, yo, like I am purposely not working because of my fear of like what's going on.
Yeah, true. And my one coworker was actually telling me, he was like, because all this is going on too, it's like, yeah, I'm afraid. But then imagine like the prices on these flights. They might go down. So it's like you might end up being able to get some crazy deal. But you're like, am I risking my life?
Yeah, like is it that deep? Like,
yeah.
You might not be the bull who gets on the plane that flips and is okay.
True. And now you only have to pay like $30 to go to Japan. Like who knows? You know?
You might end up on the plane that just decides to take a nosedive.
True. Or that.
Like. Yeah. So, and you know me. You know I like to fly. You know I'll be taking my trips on the random.
This man said like he was in the Air Force. I like to fly.
I was born to fly. So even me, I'm like, I want to go somewhere in March. I don't know if I'm going nowhere. Like,
yeah, it's a little risky.
I might hold off, save my bread.
True. Yeah.
Wait for the dip.
Wait for something.
Wait for them to
leave
hire
there something.
leave some time for them to hire some people back. Cause
something's
and I got family that work for the airport.
Mm.
Like that's my parents met. I got ties in the airport. My grandpa still worked there. He knows what's up.
He said, "I know everything."
But this shit's scary out here. I'm gonna ask somebody, yo, is this weird or? I'm like,
yeah.
No, puppy.
Yeah, right. No, it's all good. Trust me, I know.
He don't even talk like that. He be like, oh shit. Right. That's the response to everything, bro.
Anything that's like surprising. That's how he responds.
He'd be like, wait, what happened? And like I'll explain. He'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Wow, man.
So we both agree that we're not taking if we ever end up in this predicament. Honestly, what's up with them cruises? Because cruises, I'm gonna stay on the land.
True. Cruise, yeah. See how the water is. Unless something just miraculously starts happening with that too. Who knows? But yeah, traveling.
How about I just stay home?
True. Let's go back to COVID days.
Can't even drive no more. People slipping and sliding out there.
Yeah.
But
wild.
Yeah. We've been going for a minute, so we're gonna get up out of here because we gotta clean up and hop up out of here. So I think there's snow outside. We gotta be. So I was told. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Thursday videos coming out as always. Headliners, zombie videos. Got some other stuff in the pockets too that we got recommended to play. So be on the lookout for that. We love you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video as always. Be careful out there. Don't book a flight. I don't know. At your own risk.
At your own risk. Yeah, but then you hear from us. You hear from us.
Yeah, no. If one of you like need a witness on that Delta flight thing, and you're a listener, just give me like 10%. And
then we can put more into this content.
Yeah, that's all we ask. We're glad you're okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for this week. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.